Hello Gemini, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Gemini for the month of September. Now Gemini, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Gemini, also understand that the only place you can get anything from me is my website, zaneintuitive.com. I'll never ask you for a reading or ask you for money via email or the comment section below. I am out of stock and will be for the foreseeable future, but I do have to say that. I also have an Instagram where I do daily content, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Now, if this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Also want to say I'm very grateful to the people donating down below. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Same goes to my Patreon supporters. But let's see what we have here for you, Gemini. Okay. So make sure everything's in view, and we'll get right into this for you. Okay. Looks good enough to me. Energy on the bottom. You have the Devil. So this is potentially some sort of shadow that you're working through at this time. This card is associated with addictions, anything, right? This could be an addiction to a substance, a person, a way of thinking, you know, an addiction to negative thinking, sex, gambling, video games, anything like that. It's those sorts of sides of ourselves that we're working on, which all of us are, you know, none of us are perfect, right? All of us have something to work through. And that's what the Devil comes forward to highlight. Now, some of you may just literally be dealing with a Capricorn. I don't think that that's going to resonate with everyone, but there's something here that you are transmuting in this month, and I do feel like you will be quite successful with this. You're letting that go. Whatever it is that you're working on at this time, you're working through it in a successful way based on these cards here. So definitely like to see that. Now, right away here, you have in the middle, you have I do want to actually point out that we have the Queen of Wands and the Strength card next to it. Bold energy, okay? This is what I'm talking about. You're taking bold steps forward, and I think that's going to probably end up being the crux of this message. You're working through this Devil card. Now, right away in the middle here, you have the Knight card, Knight of Wands. So this is somebody who this card almost always comes forward when someone's ready to move residence, change location, maybe even change job, change a thought pattern, change some element of themselves. It is heavily associated with like actual travel, but it can just mean travel in thought, travel in consciousness, something like that. Some of you are making a big move this month, okay? And it's going to light a fire under you. There's fire energy here. And I feel like you feel good going forward. I just even like the graphic, the illustration here on the Devil, you see the fire, right? And then we have Wands, and then the Strength card, which is associated with Leo. You're making a big move in this month, whether it's location or in some other area of your life. You have, so taking a look here, this first column is the beginning of the month, middle column is the middle of the month, last column is the last portion of the month. So in the beginning here, you have the Fool. This is a major leap of faith. Okay, a very strong card in the tarot because it's 0. It starts off all of the tarot. And for you, this card, whenever I get this, I always love to see this card. This is somebody who is like almost like jumping forward without attachments. That's the most important part. They're letting whatever happened in the past be a thing of the past, and they're following their passion here, and they're just going for it. The Fool goes for it almost without thinking. In that way, they are spontaneous, like the Knight of Wands. You're making spontaneous moves here, and there's nothing wrong with that. You also here have the Nine of Wands. You know, this is somebody who's potentially cautious. I typically read this as you almost being at the finish line, like not giving up. And I definitely want to say, like, especially if you're dealing with this Devil energy pretty heavily, definitely don't give up, okay? But at the same time, it's almost like you have to throw caution to the wind here. And that's not always the message. I'm not telling you to be risky and, put yourself in danger. But what I'm saying is there are times in life where you just have to go for it. And that's what I feel like you're doing. That's what the fool does, okay? They have no idea where they're going. They can't see the road ahead. They don't know where they're even jumping towards, but they just do it. And they trust that the universe will guide them to where they need to go. And that's what's going on here. And you also have the Empress card. This is a major card of abundance. This is the most abundant card in the tarot. This is associated with Venus. Venus is love and romance, but Venus is also the planet of luxury and wealth. This is fertility, prosperity, expansion of things. It's also nurturing energy. You may be nurturing something a little bit too much here. And like I said, it's just time to go. Let everything happen and trust that the universe will guide you as long as you are acting within your highest good. But some of you are going to be abundant as you take this step forward. Sometimes, when we do that, it unlocks the abundance that we've been looking for. So in this middle of the month column, you have the Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands, and the Hierophant. So some of you are moving to a new organization. Some of you are leaving your old job, moving to a new one. Some of you are transforming your traditional ideals, okay? You're realizing that you don't have to do it the same way you've done it forever, okay? Maybe you have ideas or ideals that you've picked up from, parents, grandparents, whatever, family traditions. You're now saying, I'm going to be a little bit more unique here with this Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands, and I'm going to do something different. I'm going to be the first whatever in my family. You're doing something for your first. I do feel like there's a family first here going on for some of you. For others of you, it's quite literally leaving for a new organization. You have the Queen of Wands. Now, I'm really interested in this, how this stacks up next to each other, but the Queen of Wands is bold, assertive energy. Okay, this is more importantly associated with many. Okay, the Queen of Wands is able to do many things, juggle many tasks, many priorities, and with that, it's also a card of attraction. People find the Queen of Wands very attractive, not only in love, but in workplace situations, in life situations. People gravitate towards this Queen of Wands because they just go for it. They take bold steps like this Fool. And for you, it's even doubling down because you have the Fool, the Queen of Wands, and the Strength card moving forward here towards the end of the month. This row, really nice. Strength card is even more so than the Queen of Wands, a card of courage. Being so strong that you can walk next to a lion, that you can tame a lion, making major steps forward, not letting anyone knock you off your path, doing what you know is right to be, is right for you, and being assertive towards this new place that you're going with that Knight of Wands. You also have the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Love it, right? Queen of Pentacles, this is someone who's making practical choices, practical decisions, specifically with their material life. So with money, with resources, with school situations, anything like that, taking the practical steps to get there. And so for you, it's this nice blend of being spontaneous and also being practical. And through this, you're acquiring some sort of happiness, okay, with this Ace of Cups. This could be new love entering into your life. For some of you, this really hasn't been about love. So I feel like for a lot of you, what's going on here is there's a new happy beginning in some area of your life. It doesn't have to be with someone else if you're partnered already. But this is talking about happiness entering into your life, cups overflowing, feeling that feeling of everything going well as you take that step forward. So this is awesome. Let's go ahead and start to clarify this situation even more. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, please do hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps my channel grow. It helps get the word out and spread the message to others. There's also a bell below this video. If you click that bell, you'll never miss an update from me. And lastly, Gemini, appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I hope things are going well for you. I also do have a Patreon. If you want to support me there, you can check that out. There's a link in the description below. Absolutely no pressure though. All right, let's see what else we have here for you. So we had one card that wanted to pop out here. So we will take a look at that card first. So we have Katumi, Cloak of Wisdom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. Yeah, I do feel like it's almost like there's this universe like the universe here is supporting you, and you know that as you step forward, okay? You know that something's going to work out for you. You have a feeling that everything's going to be okay. You have El Moria. Yeah, look, I can't even make this up. Awakening presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. What I've been saying this whole time with the Fool, the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Strength energy, like I said, support from the universe as you do the things that you are passionate about, as you live your best life and you do the things that you love. And divine director, intervention and purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you're being guided. Happiness is your purpose. Look, what did we say here? New happy beginnings with the ace, closing out that first part of the reading. I love the divine director. That's like, once again, God, the universe, your angels, whatever you want to believe in, coming in and like making changes for you. Okay, obviously this doesn't mean don't do anything. You have free will, but it means that, like, you know, there might be important people that step into your life. You might receive important information. There might be random cancellations, schedule changes, stuff like that happening that ultimately builds up and puts you into the right place. Okay, so definitely love to see that energy. So let's see what we have here. Okay, so let's pull some more tarot cards and see what wants to come through. Okay, you have the Hierophant. Wow, yeah. It's coming in again. You have the Seven of Cups and the Knight of Cups. You're too reserved right now. You're too cautious, okay? You're too cautious here with the Seven of Cups and the Nine of Wands. This is a time to pick a cup and go for it, okay? And, you know, you've spent a lot of time thinking about which direction to go. Now it's time to be like the Fool, the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Strength card. It's time to take those steps forward. I do feel like potentially traditional beliefs here maybe holding you back. Could also just be, for some of you, a marriage that's holding you back. For others of you, the place that you work is now outdated for you. Okay, like you're moving beyond that. You've accelerated, at least in thought, past that situation. You know, sometimes that happens. People grow, things change, interests come in. And I do see that for some of you going on here. The fact that we have this Hierophant card twice, and now that it's over the Fool. So then we also have the Knight of Cups and the Empress. Some of you may be finding a nurturing partner. Doesn't matter what gender they are, even though it's with the Empress, okay? This is just feminine energy, doesn't matter what gender, but the Knight of Cups is potentially someone coming in, a new partner, especially with the Ace of Cups, new romance arriving. But for others of you, it's a happy event coming in. I feel like for a lot of you, there's happiness arriving here. You have the Eight of Cups, you have the Six of Pentacles, and the the Four of Wands. Okay, so the thing is, the Hierophant, as it is associated with tradition, it is oftentimes with that associated with marriage. And now you have the marriage card on top of it, clarifying it, the Four of Wands. So we have the Hierophant twice, both indicating marriage. We have the Four of Wands. There's something going on here with that situation. Like, I don't know, like I don't see any cards of divorce or anything like that, separation. It's almost like for some of you, there's a new person. If there is a new person coming in, they're a long-term partner. Okay, long-term marriage partner, real deal, stable, all of that. For others of you, there's transformations happening in the marriage where maybe you're not divorcing or separating, but there's something going on there. Okay. You have the Knight of Wands, Six of Pentacles. You're following the money here, but you're also balancing out the material and the spiritual, which is the best spot to be in. And you have the Queen of Wands with the Eight of Cups, walking away from disappointing situations. Maybe someone's walking away from marriage. I just don't have enough confirmation on this reading to say that. Now let's see what we have here. The Five of Pentacles, Two of Cups, wow, and the Temperance card. Some of you are meeting somebody. I just feel like, actually, if the single Geminis out there, there's like a real partner coming in, like not a bozo, not a fake person, not anybody like that. Like, this is a real partner coming in, okay? They're practical. One of the two of you is practical, down to earth. The other one's bold and courageous. And you know, the Two of Cups, my favorite romance card in this tarot, in the tarot deck, just in general, because it's two people having like an energetic connection, maybe even telepathic communication before you meet each other, something like that. And then you have the Temperance card and the Ace of Cups. Look, turn around in love, new love coming in. Be bold and courageous over any feelings here of being left out in the cold. Okay, don't allow whatever happened in the past to keep you down. Five of Pentacles, you're moving forward. Five of Pentacles, let go of scarcity mindset, let go of these feelings of scarcity, whether that's in love or in work or in finance, because you've made practical choices here while also taking some sort of bold step. Wow, let's see what else we have here for you, Gemini. Let's see what other cards want to come forward. The Devil card, by the way, is just lower vibrational energy. This can mean gossip. This can mean, like I said, just working through something, like overdoing something, your thoughts towards negativity, anything that's lowering your vibration. The Devil will come in and be like, yeah, that's what we're doing. So some of you are just really tackling that at this time. Okay, you have thoughts, child, courthouse, privileged lady, main female, unexpected income. So the Child card, you are clearly viewing the world with child eyes at this time. The fact that you have the Fool, the Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands, and the Strength card, you are not, you're viewing the world as if you were brand new. Again, okay? This is no attachments, no strings attached, moving forward, and just allowing the universe to help you. Remember, the universe is with you here. You have thoughts. Your thoughts are transforming. For some of you, it's just a perception or a thought change that's going on here. Something here going on with feminine energy, with the Empress, the privileged lady, the main female. It doesn't matter what gender you are, but you're just finding new people. There are new people entering that are better for you, that are good for you. And then the thing is, with the Courthouse and the Six of Pentacles, it's like the scales are balancing out for you here. This is your time. And at the end of this, as you follow everything, there's an unexpected outcome that's going to really sweep you off your feet, whether it's a new job or a person or a situation that you're happy about. But love this. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, check out my website, zaneintuitive.com. Consider becoming a Patreon. I will see you in the next one.